Hello, Vad. Hello, Evenhell. Hello, Allison. Hello, Sugar. Goodbye, Sugar. You just came 4 minutes. You won't watch streak, but you're to sleep before entering exam at high school. Wow. Wow. Try to get your sleep schedule to wake up at 3 a.m. Wow. 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 Okay, well, I'm hoping we can actually make some progress today. Because I really want to figure out combat, effects. I also want to do some, graphical polishing, because something weird still happens. I probably should do it off-stream, because it's just going to be repetitive. But, this card should not move when you hover over it like this. Hello, Nana. So... yeah, I'm not quite sure what to actually do next, because the problem is I don't know how to make the gold ring detect when it does damage and create a token, which is weird. Yeah, I'm not sure how to go about doing that. Okay, let's think. So... I could make it send, a signal when it gets hit. Okay, I should probably make it so the card has attacking toggled. Yeah, I feel like that makes the most sense, because currently the playable script has attacking, which cards will just not enter. Actually... okay, so maybe I should make them check if the node they're assigned to is attacking. The problem is, cards themselves don't actually handle when they do damage. It happens in this script down here. You know how to code? Yeah. I mean, kinda. I've just been figuring it out as I go. It's not, insanely hard. Good night, Allison. And hello, May. I feel like I kind of have to reformat the way this works, because currently I need to make gold ring somehow determine when the creature it's equipped to does damage. Is there a way I can save the creature that it's equipped to determine when it does damage? Hunter, I'm so sleepy. Motivate me to not nap, please. I have to be productive. Maybe I'll be the devil on your shoulder. Sleep. Get rest. You need it. Sleep boosts productivity overall. Man, you know what would feel great right now? Just lying back, relaxing, just falling asleep. That would be lovely. Oh, I forgot to enable the clip thing. OBS. Bam. What kind of stuff are you even busy with nowadays? You're still working on your commissions, right? Okay. So many commissions, yeah. Okay. My friend also wants to commission you to draw him plushie designs after you're done with the emotes. Wait, so why'd you offer to draw me the puncher surprised emote? You already have so much stuff that you gotta do. And you already owe me a birthday emote, don't you? Aren't you surprised to be simple, of course? I guess. Also, my character is very simple because I was, like, my character's entire joke is how little effort was put into it. Like, it's literally just a rock that I took a picture of from my grandma's front yard and poorly photoshopped a crown and glasses onto. You're a bit late. What did you miss? Literally nothing. I'm just trying to think of a way where I can make Gold Ring detect combat damage when done by the creature it's equipped to. Which I feel like shouldn't be even that hard. I think I have, like, a fundamental problem in the way I deal combat damage. Because it just checks if the card is attacking. Yeah, okay, I think I need redundancy here. Okay, hold up, let me think. So, each ring individually... Wait. Can I check? Hold up. Okay, so rings are on the battlefield, which is actually useful. Hold up. I need to determine something first. So, currently... I have 3 different nodes that track where a card is. I think I should have a separate one for equipment, actually. But the problem is that leads to weird things when organizing. I think I'll do it anyway. I feel like this is going to be a smart decision overall. Because you have the hand. The battlefield is for creatures. Then you have the equipment. I don't know if it's a good idea to detail each card type down here, though. Thank you for the $4, Vad. I will not utter those words, other than here's your schmeckleroonies for today. Thank you very much, Vad. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much. Read them? I don't know about that one, bud. You really gonna make me say this? You're really gonna make me say this? I'd rather not. Worst type of streamer, but whatever, it's still Puncher, huh? What, programming streams? That's Eli. You want to clip me reading your message, Vad? Fine. Because you can apparently buy me looking stupid for just $4 and... I don't know, what is that, 90 cents? $4.90. I don't want to read that, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to read... Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It's a perfect background stream. I wonder how good background noise programming streams actually make. You want to buy me looking stupid also? Yeah. Fine, no more schmeckles. Okay, this is a VAD exclusive. This is a VAD exclusive. VAD said, "Hello, lil baby punchy boy Pookie Boo. Here's your schmeckles for today." Yeah. Okay. The things I do for wealth. I really am just a jester, aren't I? That's all this job is. Yeah, being a streamer is just being the modern jester. That sounds about right. Yeah. You're at 888 channel points? Wow, you're poor. Panda's already at like 119,000. Because I stream every day, it's so easy for people to farm channel points, especially because we do gambling wheels. So there's just like so many channel points getting thrown around. It's not your fault. Ah, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I mean, I've barely been able to show up to your streams. I try to just have it open on my second monitor to farm channel points as much as I can. Nothing is ever my fault. Ever, okay? I don't know about that one, bud. I don't know about that one. Okay. Yeah, I'm genuinely lost on this. I might be able to think of a solution, but I feel like it would be incredibly bad. Okay. Alright, kids. Crunch, are you jealous I went to Disney and you didn't? No, my dad offered to take me to Disneyland, but I was like, I got streaming to do, so I just, like, didn't. Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to implement, like, the gym and streaming into going to Disneyland. So I just didn't. Disney is fun, you should have gone. Maybe. I can go later, though. I can go later. Okay, so let's think this through, kids. So I have the card that's attacking, and then I have the card that's the equipment, and then I have the enemy's health. So I need to figure out how to make this card dealing damage tell this card that it dealt damage. So currently, the attacker is not aware that it's even being equipped to. Only the equipment knows that it's attached to the attacker. So I think what I have to do is make the attacker somehow store that it's being equipped by this. So it will happen like this. And then the attacker can tell the equipment that it did damage when it happens. Low income, be nice. That doesn't apply to Twitch. Yeah, you literally have a gifted sub because Vad has a mental illness and decided, hey, wouldn't it be a funny idea to throw $600 or like however much money he threw? Dude, I have 120 gifted subs currently. It hit everyone. I have more subs than followers right now. I think that's the only time that's ever gonna happen to me. Low income? Wow. Can't even have my streams open on a second monitor. I see how it is. I'm kidding. But yeah, I don't think there's a way around the attacker remembering that it's equipped, and I think the equipment also has to remember that it's equipped to the attacker so they can communicate with each other. You're playing Dead Cells right now, this is a background stream? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think I have to do this so that when this does damage, it sends a signal, but this doesn't even know when it does damage. That's the problem. Currently, I just have this card mark itself as attacking, and then all the cards that aren't attacking won't be marked as attacking. And then I have a separate script that determines when anything attacks, and it will be like, oh, this one has a check mark. This one doesn't have a check mark. And then it will be like, okay, so this one's going to deal damage equal to its damage. And if there's a creature blocking it, which I can check because this card also keeps track of that, then the damage will get done to this health as well, based on the calculation. So this card never actually determines when it does damage. So now I think I need to track two things. I need to track when this creature does damage, actually. And I need to track what equipment is equipped to it. I think that makes sense. Why you gotta do card stream when you gotta sleep? Because card stream waits for no man. Yeah, okay, I think that makes sense. I don't think there's a way around the attacker logging what it is, or like what, or when it does damage. Okay, yeah, this is actually super easy, because I can just do variable dealt damage equals false. And then in the combat script, let me just go here. I can make it so whenever the creature deals damage, minus card damage, cards dot dealt damage equal true. Okay. And then I'm going to say when the phase transitions, I could have a phase for combat damage effects, which I suppose I could do in the end turn step. I don't think I actually do much of anything during game phase 6, other than drawing a card. Hello, Ivan. Good night, Ivan. I wish there was a way to make, like, programming streams more engaging. I want to try explaining things more. Hello, Preston. Also a reminder, you're not a cat boy. I don't believe you. Okay. So we're going to take this. We're going to go here. Card blocking equals true. Oh, wait. Well, this actually handles blocking damage. So I suppose this is a question. Do I want... I should probably have a separate variable for blocking damage. Yeah, okay. Dealt damage to player. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the 2. It's probably unnecessary. Dealt damage... creature. I think the reason that these are important is because a lot of the time you need to differentiate when a creature does damage to something. For example, in Magic, something with Death Touch can't set a player's HP to 0, but it has to set a creature's HP to 0. So I need to differentiate between a player and a creature somehow. I could probably just make this an integer, but there's a possibility that something deals damage to multiple targets. So I'm not sure. Bunch of the fact you skipped Disneyland to stream is nice for us, but low-key sad, because like we'll still be here when you get back. Like, you gotta live life while you can. The thing is, I have constant anxiety about my streaming career, because you gotta understand, I am a bit, like, obsessive over this. It's basically all I think about. Like, you got no idea how much I want to succeed at this. Like, I'm telling you now, if I did anything other than stream for like a week, I would just feel miserable. Like, even the gym has started being less fun because I feel like I should be working on YouTube videos or something. I feel like it's not great to feel like that, but I cannot help it. I get obsessed with things very easily, to the point where I just put copious amounts of time into them. And for some reason, streaming / YouTube seems to be something that I don't feel any burnout for at all, which is strange, because usually the only reason I stop being obsessed with things is when I get burnt out and just go back to lying there, doing nothing. So I'm really not sure why streaming is such an exception. But I'm honestly glad it is, and that I can actually stick to something for once. Like, I think Disneyland would be fun, and I'll probably go Disneyland, Disney World. Which one's in California? Nana's right, socialize and have fun with your family one day. We'll be gone, and you will finish. What? One day they'll be gone, and you'll wish that you spent time with them. I suppose. Although I'm not really, like, great at talking to people. That kind of includes my family. I guess it's more natural for them, but it's... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Also, this seems like something that a therapist can help with. I have one. We're working on it. I am improving. Slowly but surely. Yeah, but I'd feel so unproductive if I didn't, like, make any YouTube videos or stream or do anything YouTube or Twitch related for, like, a few days. I'd probably feel really bad. What all is actually in Disneyland, now that I think about it? Because I know they have, like, rides. But I don't really scream a ton on, like, I don't find roller coasters like that exhilarating, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, you can probably imagine what I'm like on a roller coaster. I just kind of sit there. Okay, I'm getting distracted. So, cards now. This, okay. Go to Disneyland with me. We're both too anxious to ever meet up IRL. I know. Not a valid offer. Joshin. What am I even feeling? Damage shelter there. Okay, I need to handle this when damage happens. Okay, so damage shelter player equals true. I need to make sure I set it to false when combat damage is over. Problem is, this sets attacking to false when it handles the combat damage. I don't know if I can handle this here. Where does this do damage? Okay, what checks are even necessary? Let me get all the variables in place. So, it tracks when it deals damage to a player, it tracks when it deals damage to a creature. So... How do I make it detect if the ability has happened before on this turn? Or once? Okay, this is really weird. This is really weird. Okay, so the way that I handle damage kind of doesn't accommodate this properly. Because the way the current damage works, it checks every single card in the battlefield, and checks to see if it has attacking true, and then it just does the damage. And it will check if it's blocked to determine if it does damage to a different creature, or if it does damage to a player. So, I literally need to do card.dealt damage player equals true here, because that's where it deals damage to a player. I should probably have a script for making tokens. Let me see what happens. This card released. Yeah. So this is all kind of redundant. I'm curious. Okay. Bot play cards. Yeah, so bot play cards has an exact copy of this. So creating tokens is handled in a different script entirely. What is up, sibling? Don't you need to decide the name for your second happy guest? Too slow to deserve life. That feels like a good name for a happy guest. I hate happy guests so much. Why are they so slow, bro? Why are they so slow? They genuinely suck so bad. Name it Nana? Yeah, name it Nana because it's exceptionally slow and useless. That seems fitting. That seems fitting. That was happy guest hate. That was happy guest hate, not Nana hate. I just hate happy guests with every fiber of my being. They suck. I hate them all. I'm going to stab all of them. Why is combat damage tripping me up so much? Well, it doesn't store the actual ring node that does anything. Wait, so the ring node... Wait, okay, hold up. Breakthrough. So gold rings actually track when makes token on damage. And then it's 0. You're like GPZ to me, I hope you know. Why are you so mean to me? What did I ever do to you? Why would you say something so mean? I've done nothing wrong. Oh yeah, clearly you mean all the adjectives used to describe him. Clearly you mean I'm invincible, fearless, sensual, mysterious, enchanting, vigorous, diligent, overwhelming, gorgeous, passionate, terrifying, beautiful, and powerful. Clearly. That's all you could mean. That's all you could mean. Damage. Yeah, that's a really good compliment, Nana. That's a really dense compliment. How you manage to fit so many compliments just about me in one sentence? It's amazing. Ah, man, it feels good to be complimented. You will die. Factually untrue. Baby Puncher never dies. Especially not to water buckets and fall damage. That the water placed, you saw it, that was such a scam. I'm still bitter about that. I blame lag. Okay, makes token on... Let me change this to player damage. And then on creature damage. That was so funny. At least somebody benefited from my hardship. At least somebody was given a smile. Okay, let me replace all this. Damage. False. False. You spent all this time getting iron and you're not even halfway to the 3 stacks of blocks you needed? Damn. Damn. Okay. False. False. Then I can copy this, paste it here. Hunter Panda made a slime farm and it lags the whole server. It's insane. Yeah. Do I ban it? I don't know what to do. Like, some farms just like... are gonna lag the server. The gold farm would probably also lag the server. I'm not sure though. I don't know what the play is there. That's what I have pasted. Okay. Well, now this has this already figured out. I need to update the playable script. I'm genuinely so handsome and funny for making this system like this, bro. Genuinely. You're 8, you're 9, you're 10, you're 11, you're 12, and you're 13. There we go. Makes token. Okay, I didn't actually use that anywhere in this script. Did I use it anywhere in this script? Makes token on ETB. Oh. Yeah, okay, I get that. And that's just a copy. Okay. So nothing actually uses the makes token on damage yet. I hate fall damage. Wait, already exists in playable script. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot to add underscore variable. I'm an idiot. Underscore variable. Underscore variable. Bam. Okay, so now what we need to happen. When a creature does damage, I need to... Actually, hold up. A creature needs to figure out what it has equipped. So, this is the segment that handles if a creature is equipped. Variable equipped by... It needs to be an array. So, a creature can be equipped by any number of equipment. The thing is, I'm not sure how to make a ring get rid of itself in this array when it changes what creature it's equipped to. Let me just fix this for now, because currently in the card clicked is where the equipment is actually handled. Hunter, do you want to hear the streamer drama of the week? Sure. Wait, aren't you supposed to be drawing? Okay, variable equip attempt. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this handles when a creature gets equipped. Sykuno is the biggest cheater known to man. I feel like I've heard of Sykuno. No way, I love the City of Tears music in the background. It's so cozy, isn't it? Yeah, the City of Tears music is so nice. I feel like it fits programming pretty nicely. Sykuno cheated on his girlfriend for like 5 years with a ton of indie VTubers. Wow. Brain function, please. Okay, so when equip selected. Programming causes the City of Tears. Yeah, that's why we have the City of Tears music. Because programming Causes the city of tears. I'm so mad that I didn't think of that joke before you. Okay. Okay, what do I have pasted? I always need to check what I have pasted, because it's usually a hint to what I'm trying to do and got completely distracted on. I'll let you take it if anyone else asks. I clipped it and will be turning it into a YouTube short. The joke is mine now. I'm stealing it. Why would Saikuno cheat on his girlfriend of, like, 5 years? Okay, wait, that says a ton of indie VTubers. What do you mean a ton of indie VTubers? You have to go be productive. Pray for you. Good luck, Nana. Good luck. A lot of them, dude. How many is a lot? What? Literally all of them are on your Twitter page talking about it. What? Okay. Where do I change the equipped to variable? That's probably, what's relevant. Equipped to equals instance. Okay, so yeah, I need to put it in here. More than the 3 at minimum? Wow. Why? Wait, can I do dot append card? Print instance. Equipped by. Okay. Now, be prepared to watch my game crash in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, never mind. It worked perfectly. Sick. That usually doesn't happen. Okay, I need to rework a card released. You don't know why people cheat? If you ever figure it out, you'll tell me. Please do, because I find it very puzzling. You know, cheating to me really doesn't make any sense at all. It's very weird. Yeah, I don't get it. Anyhow. So, now when a card clicked... Oh, well... Why did this work? I swear to God I've done something exactly like this in the past, and it failed. There's something here that I don't understand. Arrays have tripped me up for a while. It's gotta be something to do with append. Even with Saikuno, he has big streamer numbers, so why would he cheat? Yeah, why do people who have like a comfortable relationship where they can just be happy feel the need to cheat? And if you don't have a comfortable relationship, then why are you in it in the first place instead of just breaking up with them before you have a relationship with somebody else? I don't get it. Cheating doesn't make sense to me. I don't... It doesn't make sense to me at all. So variable equip attempt. That's completely irrelevant. Okay. So when a creature does damage, I need to check its equipped by. Okay, let me do this real quick. So when my creatures deal damage, I'm gonna do mine first, because the script for the bot's combat damage is so much more complicated than this one, because the bot can't block me yet, which I'm very happy about. That's nice. That's convenient. I want to create a way that this doesn't all need to exist twice. Redundancy is a pain here. That's why I have rework above this. Yeah, refresh actions is kinda... Yeah, okay, so refresh actions is fine. These two scripts are fine. Battlefield sort, I have reworked. Bot play cards, I'm gonna have... I'm gonna comment tweak next to it. Hand sort, I also want to tweak. Now that I know more about what I'm doing, I feel like I could probably make a hand sorting algorithm that actually looks pretty nice. Okay, draw. Hunter, is it okay with you if a lot of other servers... Wait, what? Wait, is it okay with you? A lot of other servers have done this. You should make the happy gas speed ×2. Yeah, I probably will do that, honestly. The happy gas is so painfully slow. Like, it genuinely annoys me so much in Minecraft, how it feels like the only way you can actually move around is the elytra. Like, horses, they get curb stomped by water, or they at least used to. Now they can, like, slowly swim across it, but it's still bad. You have trees as well, which just block horses and absolutely suck to get in the way of. Like, boats for water, and there's no real good transportation method for land. I genuinely feel like horses need a buff or a rework in Minecraft, because I'm an Ark Survival Evolved player. I love eugenics. Eugenics are the funnest. Eugenics, selective breeding, it's sick. I love it. How could you not love eugenics? So, I want I want horses to have like an attribute that they can inherit, which is like swim speed, or like tree walker, which is a custom thing, kind of like how donkeys have like chests they can equip to them. That would be something toggleable on horses, maybe mules specifically, where it can either like have no chest put on it, or it can have chests put on it that have like a double chest worth of space. Like, I'm imagining something like that, but for like walking through leaves. So it like horse, each horse has like a specific chance, or like a specific thing that lets it walk through leaves. So like some horses could walk through leaves, some horses couldn't walk through leaves. So that way horses would at least be fine. Minecarts, I feel like you need to buff how many rails you get, and I feel like you need to buff minecart speed. It's slow because it would just be an early game elytra. The elytra is in game because it's the only way you're going to travel at the end of the game. No, but that's the thing. The elytra is like 15 times faster. If the happy gas was like running speed, I still feel like that would be fine. Because it should be slower than like minecarts and horses when you're on the ground. But if the happy gas is like running speed, that's fine. You have precise air movement, and the elytra is still significantly faster. It's significantly faster. Wonder you can just find one mine shaft and you're good for rails, I guess. I want to set up a railway network on Puncher SMP, so probably on like the nether roof, so we can just get to everybody's base pretty easily, and I'm buffing minecart speed. Like, the moving around in Minecraft is so bad. The exploration is so annoying. I feel like on foot is the only way you can do things until you get an elytra, where exploring is just made so easy because you just fly above. You can make a rocket farm. You can do it infinitely. Your elytra is probably never going to break because you can literally just carry a stack of EXP bottles on you and you're basically just fine forever. If it has Unbreaking 3 and Mending, it's so dumb. It's so dumb, bro. Elytras are too strong. And the other transportation methods are too slow. It's dumb. Okay, so the instance checks what creatures are equipped to it, where. So when it deals combat damage. I need to do card. Let me... Yeah, okay, so I want it to be after this. Muncher, can you tell me why it costs 27 levels to repair my boots with 1 diamond? It's like that for everything. It shouldn't be like that. Another thing that's completely broken in Minecraft is anvils. They have been broken for so long, I do not understand it at all. Minecraft's progression in general is genuinely awful. Like, Minecraft's progression is so bad. It is so bad. Like, the jumps in power between, like, you're gonna use wood tools, then you're gonna use stone tools, then you're gonna get iron, then you're gonna get diamond. You're gonna skip 2 tiers, and you're barely gonna use anything from the stone or wood tiers. So you basically just use iron gear until you have enough diamonds. And most people probably shouldn't even go out of their way for iron gear because of how big caves are. You can just get the stuff. It's not meant to be a hard game. I don't mean it's challenging. I mean, like, it's just bad for progression. It's meant for creativity. Yeah, like, Minecraft is not a game where progression makes sense at all. Gold should have a use. Copper should have a use. There should be some reason you shouldn't just completely rush diamond. Netherite is barely worth it in PvP. It's not worth it at all in survival, in my opinion. It's not meant to have Dark Souls progression. I don't mean it needs to have Dark Souls progression. I mean just it's bad game design when it comes to enchanting. Because you just spend a bunch of time AFKing at an XP farm, getting enchants on your gear, and then you become 5,000 times stronger and literally nothing in the game can kill you unless you're brain dead. Like, that's such a dumb power jump in my opinion, and you do not do anything fun to get it. That's what I mean by it has bad progression. I'm not mad that it's not Dark Souls. I'm not mad that, like, your stuff doesn't get upgraded. I'm just mad that, like, Minecraft's power, you jump to diamond, and you skip basically everything else, except maybe iron, and then you jump to full enchants, and then you're just maxed out. It's like Minecraft only really has 2 progression steps, to be honest. There's just pre-enchant and post-enchant. Meaning that, like, 95% of the progression items are useless, and getting maxed gear is so incredibly boring, but it's so strong you can't not do it. Like, that's what I mean by Minecraft has garbage progression. Don't even get me started on getting mending books. You either have to fish, which is such an incredibly slow process, or you have to trade with villagers, which is just boring as well. It took you, like, forever to get a trading hall up in your forever world. I think it was fair. Okay, well, if it took you forever to get a trading hall up in your world, then I hate to break it to you, but you're just bad, because in, like, 2 days... No, in, like, under an hour, you can make an iron farm, and you can make a trading hall. Like, I get that that's kind of on me for speedrunning things. Like, I kind of can't be like, Minecraft is boring, you get too overpowered, and then I rush maxed enchanted gear literally every single time. Okay, but you beat the game before all that? Yeah, I suppose. Like, Minecraft is a sandbox game. At the end of the day, you can just nerf yourself until the end, which is why on Puncher SMP, I banned enchants, because I just didn't think they were fun or good for the game at all. There are, like, a handful that I think make sense. But, like, there's no reason you can't make a trading hall. And when I know I can make a trading hall, I have the design locked in my head, and I know I can do it very easily. It just feels very bad to not do that. You know? Like, I'm like, I could have an iron farm, and I could have infinite iron. But I choose not to, because I don't want to spend 5 minutes setting it up. And yes, it is genuinely that easy to make an iron farm. Not an efficient one, but one that will work well enough for you to have enough iron for, like, basically most people. It's just, like, choosing the fun option over the efficient option is something that comes really unintuitively to players, which is why I think it's so important that game devs optimize for fun rather than for actual power. Like, I feel like enchants in Minecraft should be wacky rather than strong. Like, the fact protection is just a flat damage reduction upgrade, I think is stupid. Also, no spears makes no sense because no one is fighting for attribute swapping to be used, and targeting players out of the blue isn't allowed either. Yeah, but there is going to be wars at some point. I guess I could ban... I mean, like, Lasagna used a spear, and I didn't, like, ban him because I don't really, like, care enough to ban somebody who breaks the rules in a way that, like, doesn't really hurt anybody. Like, you stealing Allison's Happy Gas, you gave it back. At most, it was a mild inconvenience. Like, I'm slapping you on the wrist, and I'd be like, don't do that again. Because if you do that too much, I will just flat out ban you. And it's the same thing with Lasagna, I guess. Like, you shouldn't... Like, spears are banned because of how strong they are. I guess Elytras kind of supplement that a bit, because Elytras are the main thing that makes spears strong. But I mean, I'm not sure. Elytra or spears might be unbanned. I thought about unbanning maces as well, but instead banning wind charges. But I mean, like, who really uses spears in PvE? Because it requires so much setup to actually deal damage. But I just figured, like, might as well just ban it. I guess I could ban it in war specifically, but I feel like it creates a bad precedent for people to be able to use stuff outside of war, and then the second war starts, when you would want to use everything at your fingertips to win, it's just suddenly banned then. Also, if there will be wars, then why not peace periods we can use it? Yeah, I suppose you guys... I mean, like, it's like I said, Lasagna used it, and he... Well, he accidentally killed a cat, so it wasn't even without harm. But for the most part, I didn't really care enough to even give him a slap on the wrist. You can use it if you want, I guess. They're not allowed in PvP, and in PvE, they're, I guess... kinda not allowed. I'm really not sure, honestly. I'll think about it. I'll think about unbanning spears in a peace period. Same with maces. Okay, so right here. Also, Mace's power is fair because you have to do a hard trial that's only a 2.5% chance per vault. Do you think it's fair? I disagree. That actually is part of the problem. I don't think something should be strong proportional to how much time you spend for it. That's the reason I banned stuff like potions and full enchants. Because I don't want a war to break out, and then just because I didn't spend 15 hours going for a mace, Allison just curb stomps me because he got one. And I feel like it's also bad in PvP because it has a one-shot capability, and I feel like one-shots are inherently bad game design. Because you either need to telegraph it to the point where it's easy enough to avoid that it's never useful, or it blindsides your opponent and insta-kills them where they had zero chance to fight back, which just isn't fun. It's like going out of your way for it, in theory, makes sense, but in practice, it's just time-consuming because you have infinite time. It's not a reward of skill. It's a reward of who plays the longest. Same thing with enchants, you know? So I think in general it just isn't good for the game. Because, I mean, everybody's gonna do it or they're gonna get curb stomped. You know? I suppose that kind of makes sense. Because I've been thinking about something. How do I make sure I don't die? Because in the lore, I obviously can't die because I want to make videos on it. So I'm not going to die for a while. Then he'll have to ban tipped arrows because the damage to arrow negates all armor, and same with splash damage, firework, crossbows, and the list goes on. Yeah, and I banned all that stuff. A lot of tipped arrows are banned. Crossbow fireworks aren't banned, but multi-shot's banned, so the damage is cut into a third. But tipped arrows are banned. So are instant damage potions, so are instant health potions, so are gapples, so are e-gapples. Because, like, I'm just not a big fan of that stuff, honestly. It's just, like, I don't think it's fun for anyone involved. Because, like, tipped damage to arrows are ridiculous, bro. They're ridiculous. Because the main thing I'm trying to balance is just, like, a good cross-section between it's hard enough to get, or, like, I'm trying to find a good cross-section between the gear is strong enough that it doesn't take too long to get everything, because I don't want to force people to... like, go out of their way for 100 hours just to have, like, gear on par with somebody else. You know? But I also want people to be strong enough in relation to the environment. For example, like, iron armor is, like, decent strength, so I want, like, bare minimum iron armor, but I think diamond's fine. But, like, I didn't think netherite would be fun, so I banned netherite. Smithing upgrades. What about strength pots and healing pots? Both are banned. With a maxed out firework crossbow with 9 in your hotbar, unenchanted. Mind you, you can kill a prot 4 netherite player if you hit every shot. If you can hit 9 firework arrows on some... Wait. 9 in your hotbar. Oh, right, because you can just load 9 different crossbows and just unload. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I didn't think too much about firework crossbows, but they could be on the chopping block. I'm honestly not sure. Because they are very strong now that you mention it. I didn't really realize how strong they were. I thought it was multi-shot that made them really strong, because you would have, like, all of them hit at once. It's been, like, 15 minutes since I last typed anything in this box. Okay, so it checks if damage still is true. Then I need to do... if card dot... That doesn't check if it's equipped. Wait, does this change the parent to equipped? It doesn't. Wait, card dot equipped equals true. Oh. I can just check if equipped by is empty, actually. You can't wait for sulfur slimes, because then gas bombers will finally be able to exist so we can bomb major cities. Oh yeah. I haven't actually seen everything the sulfur cube can do. I know you can, like, trap it to make a monorail, which is pretty sick. I think the sulfur cube is interesting. Okay. Well, actually, I think I can set equipped to true for the creature. And this checks every card in the battlefield. So I won't even need a piece of redundancy. Hold up. Yeah, let me reformat some of this. You like the sulfur cube? I'm not sure how I feel about the sulfur cube overall. I think it's pretty interesting. I kind of like it. Maybe a bit TNT inside. With a redstone charge. Little big pool. Wait, how does the explosion work on sulfur cubes? Can I make an AC-130 bomber? I plan on making a fighter jet bomber. Hello, Panda. Took you long enough to show up. It's been an hour. Okay, so instance.equipped equals true. There we go. Alright. Let me make it so when you play a card, it goes to you're talking with your friends, sorry. Don't make me feel bad. Okay, so if... Hold up. Stop fixed position. And sort battle sort. Oh right, I need to come up with a sorting algorithm for equipment as well. Okay, whatever. Dude, we're reworking so much stuff. I'm gonna break something at some point in this process, I know I am. Okay. If instance dot what is it stored as in the script again? Parent node. If instance dot get parent. Where do I check what it is exactly? Oh, wait, if parent node, wait. I know, if instance dot parent node dot name equals... No, I need to check its creature type. Don't I? Yeah, I think it's just this. I think this is just what I paste. Instance reparent. Bam. If... actually, let me just do instance dot reparent. So what I'm doing now is making sure that equipment in Battlefield gets sorted to different nodes. The reason that's important is because I need to handle sorting creatures and sorting equipment differently, as well as checking when they do damage. So the reason I'm doing it now is because this checks if card dot equipped equals true. And then it will run special code for combat damage effects if the node that it's equipped to has them. Let's run this, make sure it works. Because these go in their own spots, so when you let go of them, they just stay where they are. Oh. Okay. Well, this leads to a bunch of problems, because the ability to click on a card is predicated on its parent being Battlefield. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Let me cut equipment. I think keeping it on the Battlefield, but just checking if it's an equipment is a better solution. Yeah. It leads to a bunch of problems, but I think it's easier still. Okay. Let's throw out some gold rings. Go to my next turn. We're gonna equip all these to this guy. Gold position on. No. What? Oh. I need to make sure it's equipped to... It's true, and I don't know if this is the correct way you do this. If equipped equals true, and stats dot, where does it check creature type? Yeah, okay, here. Stats type variable has equipment. There we go. Shouldn't crash now. Okay, let's just go. Bam. Okay. Gonna go see my family on, like, someone. Ah. Wow. Why the heck are you looking there? Oh. Wait a minute. Wait, what's happening here? Okay. So this checks. Okay, yeah, it's literally the same thing. It's literally the same thing. Bam. Okay, so now a dwarf miner should not be able to equip to another dwarf miner. Yeah, this looks so wrong not being sorted properly. I'll fix it later. They still... Okay. Okay, I can equip dwarf miners to each other. Why are they like this? They're both supposed to be looking at my cursor, not there. Quick attempt. Wait, what? Okay, I put this in the wrong spot, I guess. Okay, let's walk through everything that happens here. Checks every single card in the battlefield. And if the card has equipped selected equaling true... Oh, it's checking for... I'm an idiot. Wait, and... Card equipment equals true. Is that all I needed? Do I just need to check if it equals true as well? Can I get rid of this? Does that solve things? I don't have a second creature on the battlefield, which is annoying. I should have played some. That's not great, but whatever. Oh, it does not unselect blocking. Interesting. Interesting. A card never unselects blocking. Good to know. Good to know. Hello, Inkster. How's everyone? We are all good. And by we, I mean mainly me. That's a lie, I'm horrible. I am in extreme mental pain. Why is this game like this? What? They can block each other! Wait, what? Wait, what did I change? Wait, what? Okay, I made a mistake somewhere. Currently my own creatures can block each other when they're not attacking. Okay, I have a feeling that I made a mistake somewhere in the deal combat damage step. Wait, why are my cards blocking each other? Okay, this script is causing problems with creatures blocked. Card up to eyes. You're usually on the YouTube chat, but you've been around on Twitch for the month. Nice, nice. You're getting tons of channel points, so you can gamble. Except nobody here actually gambles anymore, for some unknown reason. Not sure what that's about. Okay. Because you always tell them they can't gamble anymore. I said a one-wheelless stream. The gamblers came up. This is tragic. I said a one wheel per stream. I didn't say you had to not gamble anymore. You guys get to gamble once per stream. How's that not plenty? Come on. Come on. No more gamble. What? I thought you guys loved gambling. What happened? What happened? I don't know why I'm so lost here. I don't know what happened or how this bug came about. Why are creatures able to block each other? It's so weird. Okay, so it has to happen when you click on the other card here. It's this script's fault. It's this script's fault, to be specific. So we'll get every card in the battlefield. It will cards in the battlefield if card blocking and card block selected equals true. Variable blocked card. Blockers. Distance. Blocking is true. Wait, what in the script stops them from targeting each other? Because it didn't before. That's the weird thing. That's the weird thing. More importantly, where in the script does it check if it has actions? Wait, what? Is it in the playable script? If block selected or equips to equals true. Wait. Yeah, that's correct. Puncher your slime farm, crash the server thing. Aww. Panda, what did you do? Am I banning that type of slime farm? Yup. Yup. It crashed. It crashed. Wow. It crashed. Jeez. Wow. Damn. I'm making a backup of the server real quick. The farm is too good, nerf it. You killed like 1,000 slimes at once and dropped way too many items. First, no more gambling, and now no more SMP. Panda, it's your fault. Look at what you did. I kind of want to go netherite mining. I need some netherite for drip purposes. But I don't have like a proper wool farm, so I can't really go bed mining. You know how to make it not crash the server? You just wanted to see if it would happen for some reason? Wow. Okay. Server's starting back up. Bam. You just have to kill them as they spawn instead of letting 1,000 spawn before killing them all at the same time. What is wrong with you? Why? Wait, so it clicks on a creature. Block selected equals true. Blocking equals false. Variable blocked card. Wait, how does it get the blocked card? Wait, equals creatures. Oh, right. It gets rid of this. Okay, so that clears it. Block selected equals false. Creature block that instance. It never checks that it's clicking on an... Okay, I'm so confused here why it let me block or not block in the first place. That's what I don't get. Because I would go to phase 11. And then I would grab 2 creatures and do that. For some reason, it's not checking who owns what. Now that I think about it, I don't think cards actually log their owners anywhere. A card does not log its owner. Interesting. Interesting. What music do you use in your streams? It's so peaceful. I use Hollow Knight music for the most part. This is the City of Tears theme. One of the most chill locations in the entire game. It's nice. I also use Green Path a lot. Hollow Knight music is genuinely amazing. Okay, yeah. What? Okay, now I'm not confused why this script failed. I'm confused why this script ever worked. Yeah, why did the script ever work? What? Okay, here's the problem. So it gets every single card in this... it gets every single card on the battlefield. Then it goes through all of them, checks which ones are blocking and which ones or which ones aren't blocking and which ones are trying to block something. And then it makes them block. This should have never worked. Why did it? There's no safeguard in here to stop friendly cards from blocking each other. Why did this ever work? What happened? And how did I break it? I feel like this is just the programming experience, honestly. You're just like constantly lost until like no, you're just constantly lost. Yeah, I feel like that's a good way to describe programming. I genuinely don't know what's going on here. Why did this ever work? I didn't change anything here, did I? Card blocking. Yeah, why did this ever work? Why did this ever work? Code strung together with hopes and dreams? It snapped. My hopes and dreams have started failing. My hopes and dreams are not stable enough to keep this script functioning. I don't know what happened. It never once checks who the opposing creatures are. Wait, where does it check? Creature blocked instance. Where does it run this? Creature blocked, it depends. Hit power. Yeah, I don't get why this ever worked. I don't get what's happening here. I think it's this. I feel like this leads to redundancy. If I do this, does it solve it? If I do this, does it solve it? It does. But why? Okay, so it's running card clicked a second time. Wait, so it's... yeah, running this function twice is the issue. Oh, right. Wait. Yeah, okay. So this script was programmed to only run this when you clicked on the opposing creature. When this script ran was the check that you clicked on the opposing creature. That's what it is. Yeah, this is what checks where the creature is and that it's a creature. And I think this also checks which ones are attacking. So I can't block creatures that aren't attacking either. Yeah, so I can't select you. I can only select you. Yeah, okay. I don't know where that is. Yeah, in this script and down here, it never once checks if the card is attacking or not. Don't really know what that's about or why this works, but it does. Wait. Oh, it checks if the instance has an action. Oh. I get it. So this checks if the creature that's attacking has an action. The only downside is I'm pretty sure this means that you can block a creature that has the ability to attack but did. I believe that's the case. So I think I just need to do instance that attacking equals true. I think that's it. Bam. Go here. Look at me, solving bugs before they even come up. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we play rings. Let me go to my next turn. I guess I'll block here. Okay, now I'm gonna equip all these rings to this guy. Swing with him. That needs to make 3 gold. Okay. Bug solved. Let's go. Let's go. Is it wrong to make an AC-130 bomber aimed directly at some story-significant locations on Puncher SMP? Is that wrong? Is that wrong? Is there a way you can farm Coral Fans? Because I kind of want to do some less than peaceful things in lore. I have not been using MS Paint to teach you guys properly. I've been trying. Oops. Get big. Get big. Why are you not getting big? Okay, there we go. Okay, so currently, this is useless. This is the playable script. I don't care about this. This is useless. Because this gets when the card is clicked. So this is what I need to do. So if the card is equipped, I need it to check the child. So I need to get card dot... Actually, it should check every single child. So I need to check... Okay. Let's get it working once, and then I can just add a few lines of code to make it check multiple times for each card equipped to it. Because in the playable script, we have the creatures equipped as equipped by, so... So if the card is equipped... let's do... variable damage check. Preston says that whenever I sneeze or cough, it just blows out his eardrums. Is my mic really that loud? I don't feel like my mic is that loud. I think it's actually pumped up on OBS even. Then again, I actually talk pretty quiet most of the time. Believe it or not, my energy is in fact pumped up to 11 when I'm streaming. This is me at like my peak energy, dude. I just turned into like just a slightly tired person whenever I'm streaming instead of my normal super sluggish self. And thank you, Pat. Thank you. You're the only person that said bless you, because all of my other viewers hate me. All my other viewers hate me. They all hate me. All of them. I see how it is. I see how it is. Unless what Inkster said is an equivalent of bless you. It means health in German, apparently. Okay, anyways. If card.equipped equals true when it deals damage, it will check all the cards that it's equipped with. Equip slot. I'm gonna make variable equip slot equal this, and then I'm gonna have it plus equals 1. That's not right. Equip slot plus equals 1. Variable effect check. Brain, function, please. Please, please, please. Actually, let's just make this repeat for I in... amount equipped. That is not how you spell equipped. Yeah, so for I in amount equipped, which is gonna be... Actually, that means this needs to be outside of this loop. This can go here, and then it will do amount. Or yeah, we can do variable amount equipped. Actually, no. Yeah, I just want to copy something like this. Whatever. Equipped equals... No, I just want to do... equals... card dot... equipped by... dot size, I think. Oh, this needs to be something else. Let's just make it J, I guess. Check. Why does equipped have 2Q? Because I made a spelling mistake. Thank you for telling me. I would have been so mad if I was genuinely stuck here for a half hour because of that typo. Thank you so much, Inkster. This is why I need to stream programming. Because I need 1,000 people to just be pointing out my every mistake and then yelling at me so I can actually fix them and make the best game possible. I actually really like streaming game development. I don't know why. It kind of feels like easier to work on when I know people are watching me, which is weird. I think I want to stream game development a lot more in the future, because I really like making games, honestly. This is not going to be the last game I make, and I'm going to work on this game a lot, probably, and make sure it's as polished as possible. Okay, so variable effects check. And then we'll go through all these, so I need to check effect check. Okay, let's think. So effect check will equal. So effect check is the card that this is getting. Let me change the name of effect check. Variable. Actually, can I just do card effect check? Because this is the card that is having its effects checked. So, variable card effect check equals the card that's getting its effects checked. And okay, so I need to wait. So this is the node. So I can just do this dot. Oh yeah, I can just run the. Oh, okay, I figured it out. So this is the table of variables that are different. So what we're gonna do is check this. So since it's equipped, I need to check stats. Let me actually undo that. So I need to check stats. And then I need to do card effect check dot that. If someone were to do mule eugenics in someone else's base with your own donkey and horse, would you get banned? I would consider it theft to steal somebody's good horse genetics for your mule. But it's your horse and your mule. Wait, someone else's base. I kind of would consider that, I guess, griefing, like a minor form of griefing. I mean, like, bringing chickens in somebody's base and breeding them is just, like, mildly annoying, and you put a mob in their house. I don't know why you would do that over just breeding them in your own base. And if it's on their property and they decide to kill it, I'm probably not going to get mad at them. Okay. So effect check stats, then it will check the effect to see if it does damage. This doesn't do anything though. Okay. So effect check stats. This checks. Hold up. Does this need to be an if statement? I think this works. Okay, let's take a little sneaky peek. This should print egg. Bam. Bam. Invalid operands and Boolean operator units. Okay. So its stats should be variable. Interesting. Wait, it's supposed to be a number. Isn't it? Yeah. Token on player damage, yeah. Okay. Wait, there's something here that checks to see if something is a bool. Let me find it. Let me find it. It's somewhere here. There it is. So, if... Okay, wait, is it really just this? Bam. So, now it's not a pool. Should do it. Let me go to my next turn. And it prints egg. We can make tokens. If it prints egg, it can make a token. There we go. Because now it has the node. So... W egg. W egg. It works. So now what we need to do... Let me think about this. To MS Paint. That's not MS Paint. That's the game. To MS Paint. Let me actually figure it out first. So if the effect does something on damage, that's all this line checks. Because if it's a variable that is not a boolean, then it will go down and print egg. If it is something that is a boolean, then it will be false. So it will be like, oh, okay, we're skipping it. But if it's a number, then it makes a token. Yeah, so variable makes token on player damage. So it equals false on all those. And then it equals 0 here because that's the token path. So what we need to do is get the card's number, which in this case would be a 0, for the ID that the token is, and then make a token with ID 0. I'm not very good at the whole MS Paint thing. I'm gonna be honest, I need practice. Okay, so we're doing card effect, okay. Let me think more. So, okay, no, yeah, we really just need to make a token. Actually, I can just copy most of the token making script from the ATB effect, can't I? Bam. Let's see how this looks in here. So this line of code is useless. Okay. Let's check this. If not, it's okay. That's wrong. So I'm pretty sure it's just like this stuff that I need. So variable token path equals this. Instance token path variable. Is that right? Instance not declared in current scope. Wait, then we need card effects check. My variable token path, token path instance, that makes token on ETB. Oh, wait, so this needs to be this. No, this needs to be this. Then token equals token path dot instantiate. Great. Okay, then it adds child token, token parent, tokens, position, gets it to 0, 0. Variable tokens, children, token counter, increases by 1. Bam. Please function. Please function. We're going all out. We got 4 rings. Let's go. You are going on you. You are going on you. Let's swing for 2. Crashes. MLX 8. Base function type array. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Huh? Wait, that's 9. Okay, token pass, token effect. Card effect check. That's that array. And that's checking the 8th slot, which doesn't exist. Because this is just a true-false statement. So it needs to get the number that this is. We know. Because that can be a number as well. Mistakes have been made. Let me go here. Makes token on ETB. Wait. Bam. Please say this works. I think it's still wrong though, so I'm not gonna hope too hard. It made a gold. Never mind. I'm the best. I'm the best. I never had any doubt. Let's go. Let's go. I knew I could do it. I believed in my heart of hearts that I would win. Bam. Now let's do some blocking. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I have programmed, yeah. So it only gives you the token when you do damage to a player. I think I went token on creature damage to be false on this, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, there we go. Now, when you swing at your opponent, you deal the damage. Damn, I didn't equip the rings, that's bad. Okay, so now you're kind of incentivized to be aggressive. So, the reason that I'm making gold rings only do damage when you've been aggressive and hit your opponent in the face is because currently blocking is really... Actually, no, I should make it deal... No, I should make it... I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it. So the problem is blocking is really strong currently. Because the build of the game has combat damage that enemy creatures do get divided evenly among your own creatures when you block. Blocking with 2 creatures is just better than attacking with 1 creature. So currently I want a reason for you to attack. So smacking your opponent gives you a bunch of gold. And I think I need to make it more efficient to... attack your opponent, because if they block you, you just don't get anything, meaning that it's not worth attacking still. I think I need to buff it. I'll put these here. Let's see how much gold we can get. Actually, I know the answer. It's like 45, I think. No, 55. Yeah, it's 55. Unless there's a bug I didn't think of. For example, what happens if you equip all of them to one guy? And then that one guy attacks your opponent in the face. That made 16. What? What? How much gold are we gonna make from this? 10. Okay. $41. Wait, so correct me if I'm wrong. If I just skip phases and don't attack, well, there's 2 problems. Number 1, all of the rings are stacked on top of each other, so you cannot unequip them one by one. And number 2, the cards do not unload the ring being equipped to them when the ring gets moved. So if I move this guy over here, and then I attack with this guy, he makes gold like he has all of these rings and several copies of those rings attached to him. So theoretically, I can just stack like infinite gold by doing this. Okay, well, bug discovered. That's good. That's progress, I guess. Bam! 117 gold coins. 117 doubloons. Let's keep going. Wow, it's lagging, dude. Oops. Bam. Yeah, it takes a while to do the damage calculations right now. Wow, it was stuck at 5 for so long. Oh, because it's resetting the actions on all these at the end of turn, isn't it? Wait. Yeah. Game lag. Game lag. Game lag. Game lag. Yeah. Okay, what happens at game phase 5? Why is that causing lag? Deal combat damage. Yeah, that would do it. Why is there a C next to all these? Oh, it's a... I'm an idiot. It was scrolled over. Okay. Bam. Okay. Yep, it's definitely making the tokens that's lagging everything. Oops. Oops. Can I please win? Game? Wait, why did it go to combat automatically? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Swing. And... the Clanker's gonna die in a half hour when the game stops lagging. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Wow, this game is not having a fun time. Probably because there's 400 game objects. Yeah, I reckon that having tokens being a card is a bad idea. I should delete that and reformat this all. Yeah, that's not great, because having each token be its own game object is just horrible. Because if I go to remote, main, let's just see how many tokens we got. Yeah, that's a couple. That's a couple. Maybe this is why Magic the Gathering has a token limit on Arena. I've hit the token limit, by the way. Let's go to Google real quick. MTG Arena token limit. 250. Yeah, 250. I currently have 332 gold tokens. Yeah, cards don't even play the animations when you hover over them anymore. Genuinely so bad. Genuinely so bad. Then, tokens 2. Yeah, yeah. You're probably never gonna have that many tokens in an actual game, because it was bugged and giving me like 50 times the tokens I was supposed to be able to. Max, you were supposed to be able to get 55. And that's with, like, an ETB gold producer, and I think the second most efficient way to do that gold producer. Being gold ring. Wow. Wow. Jeez. Okay, let's fix that bug. So, it's card clicked. Why am I highlighting this over and over again like it's going to change anything? Okay. Function brain. So... equip cost... equip selected. Okay, how do you do this? So, currently, here's what we got. We have, let's say we have 3 cards. You have 2 creatures. And then you have the equipment. So, currently, the equipment will try to, or will successfully get equipped here. But then I click on it again. And I need it to go here and erase its connection to here. Because the problem is, this is not how this works. You can also re-equip the same equipment to the same creature twice. And the problem is, this guy has a functioning memory. That is not a brain. Okay. Drawing a brain is hard, okay. Bam. Cranium. That's a speech bubble. Whatever. This guy remembers. So he will jot down the same node twice, which is bad. And this node will remember this successfully. So like 14 nodes. 14 nodes can all remember the same equipment. When this equipment needs to be like, nope, only one of you is attached to me. And that one is the one that will give you the gold coin. MS Paint, very useful teaching tool. We love it. We love it. Okay. So, when I re-equip it is when I think I need the change to happen. So, I think I should just do the same thing here. So... equipped never equals false. So, if equipped selected equals true. First, I want if equipped equals true. And then we're going to have a separate function for this. So we're going to have it... How do I do this? So it should remember what node it's equipped to. Gotta go sleep. Good night, everyone. Good night, Inkster. Have a good sleep. Okay. Okay. So each script stores the equipped by and the equipped to. So if card equipped, I need to check card dot equipped by. No, I need to check card dot equipped to. I need it to have... I needed to remove the copy of card.equipped. So, okay, I need to check if equipped by... Okay, so I need to check card equipped to see if equipped by has a copy of itself. So, hold up. How to check if a node has a copy of itself in the array of another node in Godot. So yeah, so we're gonna do... Okay. I think this should work. So if card dot equipped to has... I'm pretty sure dot has self works. Okay, wait. Variable card equipped to. So we're gonna check. Okay, so this is the card it's equipped to. And then it's going to check equipped by to see if it has self. So, okay. Variable card equipped to equals card dot equipped to. So this is the ring node. Yeah, so this is the ring. This is the creature the ring is equipped to. This is the creature the ring is equipped to, checking what creatures it has equipped. And then I need to get rid of the copy of itself. So, can I do... Wait, hold up. How to get rid of a node in an array, specifically. Because I know you can chop off the end of an array. Wait, so if I do card.equipped to dot equipped by dot erase card dot self, does that work? Do I even need to check if it has self? Well, yeah, I need to check if it has self. Because if the card is equipped already, then it will do this. Okay. Then I need to do card.equipped to... Wait, okay. If card.equipped to dot equipped by dot size greater than 0, card equipped to dot equipped equals false. Bam. There we go. Please say this works. You go there, you go there, go to combat, swing, get 2 gold. So on next combat, I'm going to try to switch them. So I'm going to go bam, and actually I can't click on the node below it. Okay, never mind. I guess this guy will just... So, if it's broken, I'll get 3 gold. If it's working, I'll get 2. And I got 4. What? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Definitely. what the... I was so confident that it would be either 2 or 3. I don't even know how it got 4. No, here's why I was confident. Here's why I was confident. Because you had creature 1, then you had creature 2. This one had the equipment tied to it. And then this one had a different ring tied to it. So the reason that I thought this would work is because when I get rid of this one, let's say this happens, then this goes here, it'll be 2. Assuming it gets rid of the connection, and then both of these are connected to the same card. And if it isn't, then this will just be connected to both, meaning these will have 3 total connections, meaning that when these do damage to the enemy's face, it will give a total of 3 gold coins for each interaction. And it just gave me 4. Why did it give me 4? What? Why? Wait, what? I genuinely... I have 0 clue why that happened. Huh? Wait, what? Wait, what? I genuinely don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. Okay, we're gonna just print along every step of the way. Yeah, let's just yoink this and move it around. You're back from dinner. What are we stuck on? I'm stuck on rings being unequipped from a creature, and the creature forgetting that it had a ring equipped to it. Because I need it to not remember, so it doesn't do the ring effect, like it still has the ring equipped to it. Okay. So... Alright, here's what happens. Why did it make 4, though? It should have been 3 max. That's what I don't get. Well, that's weird. I don't get that at all. Okay. So here's what happens. If the ring is equipped already, it's going to get the card that it's equipped to. Card equipped to, equip by myself. So if the card that it's equipped to as... Wait, it's self. It's supposed to be card.self. Then it gets rid of this. Okay, let me try this. Let me try this. You. 3 rings. Sure, whatever. That's fine. Okay, then we're going to play a Dwarf Miner. I'm going to grab all 3 of these rings, throw it on that Dwarf Miner. I'm going to swing. It creates 3 gold. It's functioning. Go to my turn. Move these 3 rings over here. Without access to property or piece self. No. No, no. No. I don't even need card itself, do I? I can just do card and I think it works. Okay, let me play like this. 2 rings, 2 dwarf miners. There we go. So now we're gonna go here. I didn't equip the rings, I'm an idiot. Now I gotta go to my next turn. So I'm gonna put those there, swing, deal 2. Attach you here, great. 2 if it's working, 3 if it's broken, 4 if I'm gonna shoot myself. 2. There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Let's go. Okay, it actually worked this time. Oh, jeez, that was a close one. Close one. There we go. Card unequipped all. Okay. Yeah, it's 4:16 p.m. for me. Okay. Now we're good. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but in deal combat damage... Bot can't block me. Whatever, we're good. We're chilling. We are chilling. Great! There's no card that actually costs gold yet. But... when there is, we will be rich. And we will be happy. Bam. Yeah, I guess I'll equip these, like, here, I don't know. Oh, right. Here's the bug, here's the problem. So when I take these guys, he is attacking me with everything, and when I block here, I'm supposed to get gold, and I don't. That's the problem. And it's because of this. So... here's what handles making the gold coin. Yeah, let me just pluck this in here, hope this works. Yoink. If card dot equipped equals true. I don't want to check the size, it has the empty slot. This is J, that works perfectly fine. Card effect it gets, card effect it checks. Add token. Does this just work? Let's see. Bang! Bang! That's how you know my code is good. I can just Frankenstein stuff together and it actually works. It actually works. Okay, so you get gold when blocking, you get gold when attacking. Bang. Bang. Let's go. Okay, let's do some Mythbusters. Wait, is that that's the enemy's deck? Wait, what does the enemy's deck look like now? Oh god. Okay, the enemy does not have anything other than gold rings, I believe. Wow. Oh, there we go. It has some dwarf miners. Wow. It can't equip gold rings yet. I should probably fix that. Let me undo all that. Oops. Okay, there we go. There we go! Gold rings are functioning. You smack your opponent, you get gold, the battlefield looks absolutely horrible, the enemy can't equip gold rings either. Progress. Progress. Ah, there we go. I feel complete in life. Okay, so we need to add a card that costs gold. And that's mainly it. Yeah, I just need to make more cards now. I guess making the enemy able to equip rings is probably important. I don't know what the play is for the bot, though. Roger Eli said you unbanned spears. Is this true? No. I am thinking about it, though. Because I don't think spears make sense in combat. I need to test how much damage they do on horseback against, like, other players. But for PvE, I'm thinking about unbanning them, although I think it's, like, a weird precedent, you know? To, like, unban an item specifically in times of peace that's meant for violence. I feel like that's very strange. Okay. Like, attribute swapping is also weird. I don't know. But, like, if it happens to spears, it would probably happen to maces, too. Just, I feel like maces and spears are, like, so weird with how much damage they deal. I'm definitely not allowing them in PvP. Except maybe the mace? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I need to think about it a lot. Yeah, I really don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I need to think about it more. Okay. Yeah, a lot of this is so messy, dude. Eli says you should redact it yourself. No. No thank you. I don't really wanna. I'm good. Oh, dealt damage player never actually equals false. Does that mean not attacking still gives me gold? Wait, no, it does equal false. Here it's false. Oh, wait, no. Doesn't equal false. Yeah, okay, hold up, let me do some testing. So correct me if I'm wrong, but cards dealt damage player means if I attack and then don't attack, it should, in fact, still give me the gold. So if I just pass, it should give me 3 gold, right? No. Hello, Percival. Oh, right, it's not going to check the card if it's not attacking. The variable still matters, though, because it's going to check this when it needs to deal damage to a... Yeah, it's gonna... Yeah, this is important to differentiate what it's dealing damage to. So this doesn't matter now, but it will in the future. It's going to be a PC game or mobile. It is going to be a PC game because I want to interface it with the Steam inventory and use like basically just stuff in the Steam inventory for items. So I don't know how I could get it to work on mobile, if at all. I guess well, making a mobile port was actually probably too much effort for me, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, so after all this, it could damage stuff player just equals false. Yeah, okay. Wait, this is supposed to be damage to a creature. Yeah, this is supposed to be damage to a creature. So correct me if I'm wrong, but if I change... Well, that's false. So if I block... Hold up. If I block, now I shouldn't get the gold. Oops. Rip. I need to make this button better. This button's so incredibly bad, bro. Okay, so now when we block... Bam. It still gives me the money. Why does it give me the money? Variable, it doesn't check. Oh. This is supposed to check creature damage. Now it shouldn't work. Okay, there we go. So I can change that now just by doing this. There we go. And then I can have a separate one of these. Oh, this is a player damage. This needs to be creature damage as well. There's literally no difference as of now. because this card does the same thing in both situations, but that should better accommodate cards that do something exclusively unique when they hit a creature versus hitting a player. And I can add a third one for buildings. Okay. Disabled. Okay, so I want to make this button disabled unless you're in a few select phases. I'm gonna adjust these actually. Well, the thing is, I accommodated this for a number, not for the actual phase word. Okay, let's do some research. I'm deleting this label. Let's make a better one. To Google how to make a label in Godot that stays centered when the text gets longer. Yeah, by default it only goes right. Okay, let's go here and let's do some customizing. I need to edit its position manually because there's a massive hitbox in the way. Oops. Stop. You up. Bam. Bam. So what I want to do, presets, I need it in center. Bam. So now if I type egg, it's on the side. That's wrong. That's not supposed to do that. To Google. Okay, use grow directions for floating labels. Okay. Create a center container node. What the heck is a center container node? Bam. Bam. Okay, then we make the label a child of this, I believe. Okay, so now if we type egg, it's centered. Okay, that's good. Then we need theme, overrides, we're gonna do constants. Nope, we need colors, font outline, font sizes. We're gonna up the font size. Center it, bam. Outline size. Then we can just up this a bit. There we go. Figure the label. Yeah. Line at the center. I might need to lower the font size a bit. Okay, so in game, it looks like that. This should crash it. Okay. So now we need to adjust all these. So instead of a label, it is now game phase label. Oops. We need to drag this because it needs the parent node as well. And then it can be... And then I just copy the game phase names. Refresh phase. Okay, let's see how you look. Oops. Expected closing bracket after more arguments. What? Oh. This needs to be in quotes. I'm an idiot. Damn. Yeah, okay, it's not... Let's make the font smaller. Let's make the font bigger. I think 19 could be good. Refresh phase. Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay, then game phase 0. I know, game phase 0 is the refresh phase. Whatever, it can just be a copy, I guess. Or it can be blank. If you're blank, what happens? Phase tracker. Does that work? Can I just edit this to say that innately? Bam. Okay. Now let's go. Draw phase. And then 3 is the attack phase. Close all these as I go. Okay, 4 is the block phase. Five is the damage phase. 6 is the end turn phase. 7 is the P2 refresh phase. There we go. Okay, let's just rinse repeating. P2 draw phase, then you have Player 2. What's next? Main phase. A lot of game dev is just kind of, you know, a bit repetitive to watch, I feel. Like, it takes neurons, so I can't, like, rush past it. Main phase. P2 attack phase. I mean, I guess a lot of things are like that, because I've noticed a lot when playing and streaming video games, some stuff like practicing P5 all bindings or just like strip mining in Minecraft is just like hard to make entertaining, you know? I'm trying to learn because I feel like some people can make stuff like that entertaining, and it is like wizardry. It is like wizardry to me. I do not understand how they do it. But I want to learn. Damage phase. Because realistically speaking, I feel like the development of Offering is going to start being much more repetitive for you guys to watch, I guess. Then again, I feel like you guys already use this as background noise, so I don't know if that would actually affect anything. Okay. I don't think I even need this here. It's just gonna go back to 0. Bam. Phase tracker. Attack phase. Block phase. Right. This needs to go away, and then this needs to go here. I think I made that mistake somewhere else as well. Okay, phase tracker, attack, block, damage, and turn. P2 refresh, P2 draw. Bam, bam, bam. Start phase cycle. Bam. Yeah, but I am curious what your guys' opinion actually is on, like, programming streams properly, because it's something I want to do. Just, like... I mean, I guess I'm not really sure how me working as background noise really functions for you guys, because I know for me, I can watch basically any Technoblade live stream again and again and again and again. But do you guys want, like, new background noise for me? Do you want programming streams? Kind of boring, but you'll still watch. Yeah, I feel like it's just like a bit boring in general, you know? Because I'm going to end up doing a bunch of repetitive stuff, but I feel like streams also get like that. For example, what I'm doing in Minecraft has literally just been me collecting resources for something that I don't want to, like, have you guys know about. So I haven't been streaming the SMP, even though I've been playing on it a little bit and collecting resources. I mean, I guess, like, streams kind of I wanted to devolve into basically just chatting at all times, unless I'm actually playing a video game. I feel like it's kind of hard to be a solely just chatting streamer, because, like, I don't think I'm an interesting enough person to build a career off of just chatting. But I wanna do just chatting, because at the end of the day, I want people to like me over everything else when it comes to my content. Because, I mean, I have the attention span of a goldfish. You never know when I'm gonna want to spend 5,000 hours straight working on a Souls-like video game, and I do literally nothing else for that period of time. Or me getting obsessed with horror games for like a couple months and then just getting bored of them. Because I want to play like Risk of Rain, I want to play Dredge, and I need people that will just watch me do whatever. And I need to make it as entertaining for them as possible and just have me at the center of the entertainment. Because I can't bank on the thing that I'm doing being entertaining. But I still feel like I need to do something that's entertaining to some people, I guess. You know? Like, I don't want to have an over-reliance on the thing that I'm doing being super engaging. Because I know that I'm not going to always want to do stuff that is super engaging, you know? Yes, we want more because we get to spend time with you, even if it's collecting resources and or coding. Yeah, so I guess I'll stream the more boring stuff, I suppose. Only the strong will survive. When I'm practicing something like P5 all bindings. Well, but that's the thing. Some people just don't watch P5 all bindings. And I want people to watch me. I want to entertain people. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like something like Minecraft is just much better at getting people interested in, like, actually chatting than something like programming. I don't know, though. You studied complex mathematical formulas and unfathomably hard physics, literal rocket science, fell victim to my unmatched intellectual abilities. But this right here is too hard for you to fathom. You could fathom this. It's simple. It's quite simple, really. Bro, whoever sticks around is worthy of watching you. I suppose. I mean, it hasn't really bothered me in the past when some people left, because it's just like, they're not the viewers that I'm making content for, because they didn't like me enough to stick around solely for me, you know? You like Minecraft more? Yeah. But I'm guessing that in the future there are going to be people that love watching programming streams, because a lot of my viewers I got from making Minecraft content. That's what brought them in the first place. But when I start making devlogs, and if this game actually like picks up and gets like, I don't know, like 10,000 players, then there will be like a decently massive community that primarily wants me to develop offerings. So that's why I've been ignoring people that tell me to play Minecraft for the most part, because even though I like Minecraft and I want to make videos on Minecraft, I don't want to be known as a Minecraft guy. I want to do what I want to do and find a way to make it entertaining, rather than just doing what people want me to do and then banking on that entertainment, you know? You don't want quantity, you want quality. Yeah, very true. Very, very true. You're worthy, Timmy. You can retain real fans and real people that like you for you. Yeah. Which weirdly makes me kind of want to do what people like the least. So they have basically solely me, and then just that's it. They don't actually like what I'm doing at all. It's mainly just me, you know? But I feel like that's a bad thing to bank on, you know? Because I feel like I'm not gonna be able to engage people well enough to actually build a career off of this if I'm doing stuff that's boring and just being myself, compared to doing something entertaining to first bring people in, and then I retain, like, I don't know, 10% to, like, 5% of those people that actually like me for me after they get to discover I exist for me doing something entertaining, you know? How about some would you rather from yours truly? Sure, Vad. Minecraft right now, Minecraft now, do it. Meh. Meh. Okay, I also need to keep some stuff secret, though. For example, making the puzzles for Puncher SMP. I can't show you guys the creation of those, because I'm going to have to do a lot of testing as well. What you're doing is good. All you have to do is have a mix. Yeah. Yeah, I think what I'm doing is good. I just need to scale. I need to follow Ken's advice. I found the thing I like doing. I just need to do it and get gradually better at it as time goes on. Because mark my words, I am hitting 10 million subs. I will reveal my elbows, and I will be able to look myself in the mirror and be like, you did it. You're on par with Technoblade. In some ways, at least. Would you rather have a rewind button or a mute button for your life? Definitely rewind. Rewind you could abuse so much, depending on how far it is, because you could easily become a millionaire with like lottery tickets. Anytime you mess something up incredibly, like you get an injury, a rewind button would be huge. I feel like a mute button wouldn't be as good, since I'm usually alone and in silence most of the time. I think that's kind of been lessened, though, because I've been hanging out with Preston a lot more. Would you rather sneeze glitter forever or sweat mayonnaise? Those are both horrible. I think sweating mayonnaise would be much worse. Mayonnaise is not a comfortable substance to have on your skin. But sneezing glitter, you could, like, manage. Because, like, as long as you're sneezing into, like, tissues, or maybe you can sneeze into, like, a garbage can or something to deal with the glitter. Glitter does get everywhere, though, so you'd probably, like, perpetually have some on your face. I think it would be less physically uncomfortable than sweating mayonnaise, though. I'd choose sneezing glitter. Sneeze the glitter into a packet and sell it. This is why you're a millionaire, bro. You got such a good business sense. Yeah, you sell your nose glitter. The baby puncher nose glitter. It's like Belle Delphine bathwater, but it's just nose glitter. Why do streamers sell their bathwater, bro? Would you rather always feel like you need to sneeze or always feel like you need to poop? Sneeze, probably. Well... yeah, I'd go sneeze. Yeah, I think that would be less physically uncomfortable as well. It's off the screen. Okay, let me re-engineer this. Let's move this to the left. To the left. Bam. There we go. Would you rather have your thoughts appear as subtitles above your head or be heard out loud? Subtitles, probably. That would just make it harder for people to pick up on them. Okay, start of phase cycle, you play all your cards. Attack phase, block phase, damage phase, and turn. Draw phase. Wait. Oh, 2 doesn't customize the phase name, does it? Yeah, it doesn't. Huh. If game phase equals 2, let's do pass. This is one that you always want to do manually. Main phase. I think I'm supposed to do this, though. Does the bot have a custom name for its main phase? That's 9. I think I named it because it had... here. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Main phase. Yep, you get to play your cards now. Start a phase cycle, you can't do anything, so it skips past all these. Main phase. Bam. Put that there. That's supposed to be combat, not start phase cycle. Ah. I need to do this. So now if I skip, there we go. It skips properly. Main phase, I'm gonna play these guys. It skips past all the phases. Can't do anything. Block phase doesn't have anything. Does it? Image phase. And a turn phase. Oh, I made the same mistake there. Start a phase cycle. Main phase. Draw phase, main phase. Go. When you push the button, it changes it back to what it was. Oh, right, because this is in the beginning. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Bam. 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 Main phase. Why is it all rings? Attack phase. I need to make this button... Where's the button? The all attacks button. I need to make invisible during all phases, but the combat phase. I think that's a good idea. So, attack phase, I want all attacks. All attacks, dot, is it visible equals false? Actually, it need to be true. And then I can make this false immediately after during the block phase. Bam. Okay, main phase, play your Dwarf Miners. Play the Dwarf Miner. Attack phase, bam. I think I will do it at the end of the attack phase and at the beginning of the block phase that it updates. Because it looks a little weird to have the label update after the button appears. Great, now under all attacks, I want to attach a label. And then have it say all attacks. Let me make all attacks visible so I can adjust it properly. Where am I? What country am I in? I'm scared. What? Why is it blank? What? Okay, whatever, I'm deleting you. Okay, well, all attack buttons complete. Alright, it's 4:58. I've been streaming for basically 3 hours, and I'm honestly, tired. I want to build the thing that I wanted to on Minecraft, but I need to go to the bathroom and talk with Preston first, and probably eat food, so I'll do that later. Well, goodbye May, goodbye Panda, goodbye Vad. Anybody else want a goodbye? Goodbye Timmy if you're here. Also, what's up, Vad? Help me join? Yeah. Yeah, I updated the plugin again for, I think, Floodgate. Okay, let me try to join on my phone. Yep, bye Timmy. Well, let me just check real quickly, double check that Minecraft is still broken on Bedrock. Servers, the SMP, play. Well, the good news is it's breaking on my phone in the same way that it's breaking for you, so I can actually test. So if I can get it working, I should probably be able to figure out how to get it working for absolutely everyone. Yeah, it's the same error. Well, see you guys later. I'll try to fix the thing for you, Vad. I don't get why Bedrock's breaking now. So, bye-bye.